celeste y amarillo? Sí. ¿Puede ser? Sí.
¿Qué vamos acá?
No, perdón. Celeste.
Acá.
Celeste.
Sí.
Salta, Robert.
Tu palo, Calienta, tu palo, vivo, tu palo.
Welcome to Channel Sports on Sunday. I am Ken Ochorogo. Is this going to be the year? Will he finally make it? Heartbreaking finals. He's been to the World Cup final, Copa America final, losing out on penalties. And people say that has denied him that status as the greatest footballer that we've ever seen. Will 2021 be the year of Lionel Messi? Some call him the E.T. There is extraterrestrial. It's not his thought of this world. But then he drags that, there is that title of who is the greatest now with another man. Of course, that one is out. But he's won it. They were the defending champions. Talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. But like you've seen it, it is building up. It is building up from this week, and we hope to carry you along. We hope to build it with you, as we approach 3 finals on Sunday. Yes, 3 finals on Sunday. We're talking about the Copa America. We're talking about the Euro 2020. I tell you, we talk about Wimbledon, and all are epics. One you can take and say, yes, this is a festival of football, a festival of tennis, a festival of sports. So, like you've just heard, yes, the Copa America is into the semifinals, and then, of course, inevitably, they topped their group, they've been winning their matches, and they are into the semifinals. I'm talking about the 2 superpowers there. It's supposed to be a tripod. There's also a third one, but that third one is not as strong as the 2. Talk about Brazil and Argentina. They are the superpowers. Of course, the Uruguayans, those ones that won the World Cup even before Argentina and Brazil, in 1950, when Brazilian hearts were broken, right there, it was the Uruguayans that did it. And that was the last World Cup they've won. And Brazil now have 5 in their kitty. But then this is Copa America. This is their Nations Cup. This is their own AFCON. So what has happened? Will Messi finally lift a trophy? Of course, he lifted the Olympics. I think he won the Olympics about twice or so with Brazil. But then, will he win the big one? Okay, he won the under 20. He won the Olympics. But will he win the big one? Can he win the World Cup? Nigeria is not there. If Nigeria is playing Copa America, people would have been in the same group with Argentina. Because it's like we are Siamese twins. And then let us see what is happening, because Peru also squeezed their way in there and said, yes, we are going to do it. And last night of Colombia are also there. So who is going to take it? And then we now go to Europe. We'll talk this. But let's go to Europe. And in Europe, is football finally coming home? Because yesterday it was 1, 2, 3, 4 without reply. They've gone through the play. They're into the semi-final without conceding a single goal. The big guns were in the group of death. They call it the group of death. You have Germany, you have France, you have Portugal, and there was one hungry team, the Hungary. But I tell you, the group of death, as at now, they've all died in this particular competition. All gone home. In fact, up to the last minute, nobody knew if Hungary wouldn't have made it. But then, like we say, they are back there. So we're talking about Denmark. We're talking about England. And then at the other divide, yes, we have 3 times winner, Spain. And the sole winner, the team that won it just once in 1968, Italy. They are the other side. Remember, Spain won it first in 64 and became the nearly team. They will go to the competition and flatter to deceive. You think they will win it, they have all the stars in the world, but they couldn't. But then, they won the World Cup in 2010. Before the World Cup and after the World Cup, yes, they did unthinkable. 2008 and 2012, they conquered Europe. So for that period, they were the champions of Europe and champions of the world. So you're talking about a 3-time winner taking on a one-time, Italy, who has been imperial, 32 matches unbeaten. They are on a cruise. Who can stop Italy? Can Spain stop them? England since 1966 have not done anything great. But they say this year, in 1996, football was supposed to go home. It did not. Germans stopped them in the semi-finals. This time they beat the Germans in the quarterfinals. At the second round. And in the quarterfinals, yes, it was they sent Ukraine, the boys of Shevchenko, home. We're talking football. We're talking regional tournament, and also we're talking tennis, because in Wimbledon it is right there, the round of 32. Some of the big ones are all there. They are still there. They are still there. We should look at you. Look at the teenagers that are saying we are we are. If you are good enough, then you are old enough. And we come to Nigeria frantically, because 18 days from now, we should be talking about, the Olympics. He's right here. He's right there. You can 10 days at 8, July 23rd. That is when it starts. That is when it starts. So how are we managing? How are we going to get there? We said we must go to the Olympics, our relay team. Remember in 2000, we won that silver that turned to gold. And then coming here, we couldn't qualify. So we started the trials. We ran one. We put another one again. And we put in the third one. And we thought we qualified. So sad. The World Athletics said, no, you can't run the curve without the cone. We are going to give the details of all this. And in MPFL, Aqua United to Nasarawa, you are too close for comfort. So right now, instead of 1 point, there are 4 points clear. Tio is in the house. And where do we start? We start from Copa. We go to South America at Nations Cup and ask, is this Lionel Messi's year? Tio.
Good afternoon, Ken. Good afternoon, viewers. It's good to be back. I wasn't on the show last week. Of course, we had our Skipo.
Skipo on the show.
On the show last week, and a very, very fun one. A couple of revelations, but then again, you could still tell that this man is still very passionate about Nigerian football and all of that. But you talked about the Copa America. Lionel Messi, let's not forget, he is actually clubless at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes, Lionel Messi is currently not employed by any club because he's no longer earning from Barcelona. His contract expired on the first day of this month. Yeah, so he's actually at the Copa America as a free agent.
As a free agent.
Yeah, as a free agent.
And then the Barcelona president said we can't afford him. We can't afford to pay him.
No, not really. But as of yesterday,
yes,
Barca had offloaded. They released Samuel Umtiti and Miralem Pjanic from the squad. They have to drop the wage bills. But looking at early this morning, because this game was playing in the early hours of the morning, and Lionel Messi was just on fire.
Imperial.
He was just imperial. One person said that he's inevitable. Now he scored a free kick in this game yesterday, and is now on 76 goals altogether for Argentina. One shot of Pelé, who is the outright goal scorer from South America generally. And with the free kick he scored, he had 2 assists and 1 goal in this game yesterday. Yes. And with the free kick you're about to see, with Di Maria, of course, won, he has scored 69 free kicks. He has finally gone clear of Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's closing up on Juninho, who has 77 free kicks. Like, that's a record, basically, in football. So you can tell that he had the highest assist in the history of the game. and is closely following those who are actually having the highest goals in the history of the game. He's just everywhere. He provides, he scores, and
But the trophy at the international level,
he's won literally everything.
It's not about trust. Is it something that is it a jinx?
It's one person said probably he playing as a Barcelona player for Argentina was the issue. Now that he doesn't have any club, there's no single affiliation with any club, now he might just decide to go all the way.
So look at your crystal ball. Who do you see in the finals?
You have to look at who they will probably be coming up against. First of all, they have to go past Colombia, who have been imperial as well. But even if they do, then it's going to be between Brazil and Peru. And trust me, neither of them are easy opponents.
Yes.
2 times Argentina should have won the Copa. They were favorites against Chile, but somehow they couldn't just get it right, losing on penalties. But you're looking at Brazil, and that Brazilian squad seems to be very, very balanced. Like the way they move the ball around, and these guys are not scared to go in on very, very crazy tackles, during the game. I even saw where Gabriel Jesus picked up a red card. It was the proper stomp on the player's chest, but that's what the Copa America is all about. These guys go hard, these guys go in, and when they delve in really, really hard. So Lionel Messi, yes, this might be his year. We hope this is his year when he can finally put that ghost to rest. But you have to look at who they're coming up against, Ken. And trust me, it's still anybody's game. But if you are looking, you want me to ask my crystal ball?
Brazil, Peru, who goes to the final?
Obviously, for me.
Colombia, Argentina.
Colombia, Argentina. I'm still going to give it to Argentina. Because well, in that final.
So we see how we get to talk about
exactly.
That
final, okay, no, come on. Trust me, man. But I want Messi to go all the way. But then again, I think whoever deserves to win, they should go on and win it.
Okay, whoever deserves it. But like you're saying, it is honing out. The big guns are all there. And unlike in Euro. Okay, these are the pairings.
Brazil will be taking on Peru, and Argentina will be taking on Colombia.
So I mean, this is it.
And Messi is 33 years old now.
Crunch game. You are looking at 37. No, I think it's every 2 years.
Yeah, every 2 years.
Yeah, so I mean, he can still look at 35.
Yeah, of course he can. But at the same time, you want to look at the players that are actually coming up now. For instance, Emiliano Martinez, that's the goalkeeper for Aston Villa, who left Arsenal last season. He has been in very imperial form, doing very well. And the problem Argentina has had over the past couple of years is you might have very good strikers. In fact, they've had some of the best strikers in the history of the game. But it says strikers win you games, defenders win you championships.
Yeah.
And somehow the defenders have not really stepped up when it matters most. I still look at the fact that people like Otamendi still.
They lost to penalty through penalty. So it has that you can't put that much on the defenders. Probably they've not been taught how to play penalties.
Maybe you can say that though. But I'm just saying, when you look at the kind of mistakes sometimes that they make at the back line, sometimes they get lucky. But coming up against a team that's very clinical or a team that's very ruthless in form of Brazil, I don't really think they stand a chance.
Can they win at enemy territory?
That's another question again. That's another question.
Can they win it?
Whenever Argentina and Brazil take on each other, the blood is as bad as it gets.
Will Neymar do him a favor?
I don't think so.
For old time's sake.
Neymar is still chasing the Ballon d'Or. And let's not forget, the race of the Ballon d'Or right now is wide open.
Because Kante is out.
Kante was favorite.
And even France won that. I said, give it to Kante.
Kante probably an Mbappe. But everybody's out. And somehow Lionel Messi is in the form for someone that a lot of people thought was finished at the beginning of the season, at the beginning of the year. He picked up
but Barca only won Copa del Rey.
I won only the Copa del Rey, but then again,
they didn't win the league.
I said good defenses win you championships.
Okay, we open the lines. You enjoy the conversation. You let us know where your sentiments are, because these are our sentiments. Of course, you look at you want to look the Euros have told you that you defy all odds. Without the pundits are telling you, forget that, because when the 11 men enter there, you never expected. Nobody expected Denmark. They lost their first 2 matches. They lost their first 2 matches. Yeah. Denmark. They want to repeat 1992.
Yeah. Losing your first 2 matches, and not just that, losing a very key player.
Yeah.
Under the circumstances under which Eriksen had to step down, one would think everybody's heads will drop. Man, the way they have rallied themselves and come back into this tournament, it's been really impressive for me. From the goalkeeper, especially right down to, my God, the entire Danish team. I have to give it to them, and they are in the semi-finals now, and deservedly so. They've played proper football. They've come into the matches with proper tactics, Ken. You just have to give it to them. And coming up against England.
Yes. Okay, look, okay. Those are the semi-final results.
I saw the game against Czech Republic first of all. Yes, they raced into an early lead.
The two-goal lead.
Yeah, and then that was, I think, around 5th minute they scored, and then they got the second goal, and the Czech Republic came back in the second half almost immediately.
Yeah, I think it was 48 minutes.
Exactly, wave upon wave of attack, but somehow they were able to withstand it, and of course the Barcelona forward in front, Martin Braithwaite, the way he takes on, he might not be the best goal scorer, but he creates opportunities for his teammates.
Now he can have the number 10.
Yeah, of course, he has the number 10, Jesse.
No, he can have the number 10 in Barcelona.
How now? Jesse, that I want to retire.
He asked for the jersey. He said he wants the jersey number 10.
They would descend on you and Camp Nou. But the Danish players have been very, very impressive. And they are here, and that's because they deserve to be here. And I think coming up against England, it should be an interesting game. What we want to give it to the English guys. Yeah. Because I look at our squad and I watched Jadon Sancho finally play.
Yeah,
I finally started the match after he signed for Manchester United. I don't know.
There's not guaranteed him.
Again, is there something going on in somebody?
He played 6 minutes. He played 6 minutes before the competition. Then he signed for Manchester for 73 million pounds, and then suddenly he played the entire 90 minutes. He was not so suited. He's not good enough.
He's good enough now. He plays for Manchester United. He's good enough now. You know.
They said if you are good enough, you are old enough. If you sign for Manchester United in England, if you sign for Bayern in Germany, you are good enough to play. You are good enough to play for Germany.
And I totally agree. But I think I'm looking at the left back, Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw is having a phenomenal tournament.
Yes, even in the season,
he might have not even been the best fullback in the Premier League last season. But look at what
I think he won the United Player of the Season.
Yeah, he did actually.
Yes.
But what he's doing at this, and you know, he had issues with Jose Mourinho back then. And yesterday's game was played in Rome.
Yes.
And Mourinho just coached Roma. So somebody was like, he probably heard Mourinho just landed. So he dropped a masterclass, and it was just impressive. His pull-outs were effortless, and he just knew how to find his strikers. And going back to Harry Kane, a player that a lot of people said had not come to the tournament prior, probably was having the
pre-tournament, even the qualifiers, other things.
He seemed to be off his game.
Yeah.
Now they asked for Harry Kane. They finally found Harry Kane, and Harry Kane is banging in the goals with reckless abandon, just like he knows how to do.
And Raheem Sterling.
No, Raheem Sterling. No offense, Ken. I talking with someone yesterday. I told him, I said I'll pick a fit Raheem Sterling over a fit Marcus Rashford any day.
No, it is attitude. Yes. It is tenacity.
Exactly.
Look at that first goal. You understand? He
could have gone down. But there was a challenge on him.
Yes, but he decided that last chip.
And the pass. And when I was watching the analysis, he had the option of going back into the midfield, going wide. But he has spotted Harry Kane, who made an excellent run. He didn't even need to control the ball.
There is a player in Belgium I saw in this tournament. Doku. Jerry
Doku. I think he plays.
He's playing for Rennes.
In the French league. Yes. He had the opportunity of signing for a club going to play in the Champions League last season.
Yeah.
But he said no, it was too soon. A lot of people. He stepped on in that game against Italy, and he tormented the Italians for the entire duration that he was on that
boy is 19.
19 years old. The pace, the energy, the tenacity. I mean, I really have not heard that much of him, but he came to this tournament and he made a very, very impressive mark at this tournament.
No. I watched him. First of all, I watched him. I didn't know what that.
One part towards the end of the game where he just had to dance past like 4 players.
And the coach kept him there.
And let's not forget who plays on that wing naturally. So stepping up and then taking over from Eden Hazard and playing very impressive football. But then that brings us to Italy.
Italy, Spain.
Italy winning this championship only once. It still baffles me. Because they're Italy, for Christ's sake.
Yes.
But you want to look at their antecedents past couple of years. Failed to qualify for the last World Cup. They seem to be at their lowest point ever in the FIFA rankings, and then comes Roberto Mancini. He takes over the Italian team, and all of a sudden, they are going back to what we used to know the Italians for. You really cannot put a goal past the Italians. Like, you literally have to work for it. About 17 or 16 games straight up, they didn't concede a single goal.
Yeah.
And that's how impressive they have been. They might not play the football with the most flair. They might not play the kind of football that you sit down and you begin to applaud. But they know how to get the job done. They are very, very efficient. And somehow, between Bonucci and Cellini, their longevity still baffles me. Everybody talks about Messi and Ronaldo, But look at those guys from 2012. They have
been
been mainstays in that center back.
That is, you see, when you talk about the Barresis, the Maldinis, so I think the Italians have this culture of saying, look, well, they're like Cameroon. When they discover you, they will keep you there until you can no longer breathe.
Look at the way Donnarumma effortlessly just came in for Gigi Buffon himself, and he's just 21 years old. And this is one for the age, because this guy is still quite young.
Yes.
And he's very, very good. The entire team, the way they come together, play. You have Immobile up front, you have Lorenzo Insigne, you have Marco Verratti, you have Jorginho.
Will they overrun Spain?
That's the thing.
Spain are like Denmark. They started epileptic. They drew the first two matches.
Very epileptic.
And then bam. And I remember Mr. Houston in the world that they've been epileptic.
And this is the Spanish team that a lot of people didn't seem to go too far, because for the first time ever, not one single Madrid player.
When they were about going out, I said, Maka. Maka will be waiting for them, because the headlines would have been brutal. It would have been very, very brutal. Without a Real Madrid player in the squad ever. Even Xavi, who is a Barcelona fan, is even condemning that there is no way you won't find anybody good enough. At least one Real Madrid. And if Enrique goes on to win this championship without a Real Madrid player,
he will silence a lot of people. He will silence.
Whether they are the semi-finalists, are you going to say? Have you said he has not done well?
He actually has done well, because the truth is, nobody really expected much from him. At least I am speaking for myself.
They were not scoring. Suddenly they started scoring 4, 5, 5.
At the point, even Alvaro Morata came out and said after the first game that he was threatened. Like, people are threatening him, threatening his students and his family and everything. But
and then he scored that beauty after that 3-3.
Oh God, honestly, the way he swung that ball into the back of the net. So you have to the Spaniards, and let's not forget, they know how to win this tournament.
Yeah.
If recent competitions will show anything. After, let's not forget, in 2008 against Germany, 1-0. In 2012 against the same Italians we'll be facing today, they went on to win that game by 4-0. Let's not forget that they have played Italy in the group stages. The game had ended 1-1.
Yeah.
But in the finals, everything just went apart for the Italians. And that would have been, it was a highly anticipated final. But in my own books, it turned out to be the most boring European final I had ever watched. It was so bad that at a point, Ike Casillas told the fourth official that they didn't want extra time, because Italy finished the game with about 2 players short due to injuries. So I think the Italians will have to banish this coast, and it's coming up against the Spanish side, who somehow you really cannot predict. They have players that can just cause you problems out of nowhere. This boy Pedri for Barcelona, Pedri has been
he has been run. I think that boy is a gem.
18 years old. He has run the highest amount of kilometers at this tournament, and after every game, he seems to be fine. You think that there's nothing wrong with him, but this guy literally run 12, 13 kilometers after the game, and he's still moving about, and so far so good between himself and Sergio Busquets in that midfield. Between Italy and Spain, it's hard.
Okay, all right. For me to call. Let's take our first break. When we come back, I will let you understand that yes, we played Mexico this morning. We'll tell you the results. I will come back. Stay with us. You welcome back. It's still Channel Sport on Sunday. And Okpeyemi Ajala has just joined the house. Okpe, will Federer go the distance?
No, I think thanks for having me. It's getting tougher and hotter. So the same way after Muri entered the second week, so I don't see him going past the quarterfinal. If he succeed,
he's playing Sonego, another hot kid.
And as you said, we're having more of the younger generation, even though they've not reached that peak. But at least you have to knock on the door to gain that entry. So they are actually knocking. That's what we're having now. The youngsters are really knocking, and they are taking them to the distance.
Okay, let's look at let's start from the men's team. We have Denis Shapovalov taking up Batista Agut. We have that's another teenager. Mm-hmm. You understand? We have Kachanov, another young gun taking off Koda. Djokovic taking on Garin. Federer taking on Sonego. Oja Lesama, the young boy again taking another. Zoda's guy becoming, even at a young age, is becoming a veteran. Yes, he's not a veteran. So these guys are all there. I mean, who do you think
Berrettini is there, Medvedev is there. Saying, look, it's time. Of course, Dominic Thiem just did a cameo and disappeared. He left both in French Open and whatever it is. But these guys, I say, can any of them be a threat to number 20 for Djokovic?
Yeah, Ken, as you said, they've been knocking, but having watched up to the third round, I think Djokovic still has the ace to this Wimbledon. I think he has the ace. I've watched in a couple of matches up to the third round, and at a point it seems I'm sorry to say this, I just assume like then when you were playing, you give someone like 5 ahead. I just think the way Djokovic has been playing this All England Open is this just so that it won't be like 6 love. Just go 3. Once you get your 3, you don't get anything again. Even the last guy, the top match, the guy was like even 4 ahead, and he did that match and he still won the match. So once you get to that, once you get your 3.
So let not be a mismatch.
Exactly.
Let them have a semblance.
I think it also allows them to burn their energy. Why it conserves energy at that point. So that has been the trend.
And that has been the way he has been playing from day one. From when he joined that, when he became that big four, himself, Murray, Nadal, and Federer, that he would just say, "Go ahead." I wonder, what is his name? And Mahut and Isner, the marathon men. I will know. They say, "Look, go ahead. I will meet you." You understand? But then we'll talk tennis because we still want you guys to engage with us early and on these shows. Today, the same thing will happen next week because, like we said, next week is going to be a bumper, of festivities of finals. And so, who do you see? Do you see a Brazil Argentina final, and what do you think about that? The lines will be open now. But before we come back next week Sunday, they will have played the female final, so it will just be only the male final. Do you see Roger Federer? Because you can't rule, he has won this competition 8 times. This is the 18th time he's into round 4 right there at XW19. I mean, is it a final? Can you have that a final? Hooray! And then our young talks went over there to South America to play Mexico. Yes, the result was Mexico for
North America.
Is it?
North America.
Not in North America.
Where?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles is North America. Is where?
You said South.
Did I say South? Okay. Okay, they went to North America, and that was it. At the end of this morning, it was Mexico for. Now, it is a friendly. I have to emphasize that it was a friendly match, and we took the home lads to go and get some experience. Even the coach that was supposed to go and tinker the team, Eguavoin, the technical director, also had visa issues, so he now brought down to Eguavoin and then also other people to do that. So I don't know. Your take on this?
Yeah, we had the team with the 4th choice manager.
Okay, 4th choice manager.
4th choice manager. So
Sorry, can we just take Uche? Since Uche is around. Hello, Uche. Hello, Uche.
Hello, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Can we up the volume?
Okay, you want me to up the volume? Hello?
Hello, Uche. Yeah.
I spoke up the last time I called, and you said I should tone down. So now I'm calling. I'm talking.
No, not the volume of your telly, your voice. Knock down the volume of your telly, but just up your voice. So that we won't have this,
the feedback.
Kill the volume of the telly, then speak louder. That's what I meant.
I've killed the volume.
You are clear now. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. It's a warm Sunday here, and we thank God for everything.
Yeah.
Last time I spoke, why is it that when Nigeria wins, we can't hear the end of it? We start the day with it. When she loses, you go and hide the news somewhere. You hide it. We even went on break and came back. You see, I've not told us the score. Please do that. Then you are looking so seriously. Why?
Uche,
Next time, yeah.
Uche, why you doing this to me now? Why?
That's better. Please give us a score, whether we win or we lose.
We lost by 4-0.
Okay, we won.
We lost. we lost.
I see.
Yeah,
Then before I
go on.
Before I forget my pet project, the NNL, please, we need an update. We need an update on the NNL. What has happened to the biased officiating accusation? It should not be swept under the carpet.
It won't.
I'm not going to allow that issue to go under.
And I love you for this. You have been persistent. You have been on this course, and I assure you, we are going to get it for you exactly what happened. Probably when Jimmy comes in, I'll give it that task. I will reach out to Sesson and let me see what will happen. But I want to see if by next week we'll give you exactly the details to see where how it is. If we can't get to the NNL spokesperson before the end of this show, we might get that in out for you. I am truly happy that you are following this up.
All right. Thanks so much. Next week we'll hold you to account.
No problem, Uche. Uche, we lost, but it was the home lads that went there. Thank you. Uche,
but it was the home lads. It doesn't matter, Ken.
Okay, your take on that.
Well, like you said, it was a friendly game.
Yeah.
A non-ranking friendly game. A non-ranking friendly game.
Yeah. It's a friendly game. Because we've been pushing that we want our boys to go and play, represent us and play all these matches.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they got the opportunity. And I hope they will still get the opportunity. But it still has to be a perfect blend.
Exactly.
That
is where the issue
It has to be a perfect blend. Nobody is coming out and saying outrightly you must take everybody
from the home ground or everybody
from even looking at the Euros, looking at the teams that are representing these European countries, a lot of them don't necessarily have to play, but they're playing within their own federation. For instance, up until he signed for Manchester United, Jadon Sancho was playing for Borussia Dortmund. Kieran Trippier was playing for Atletico Madrid in Spain. Quite a number of them are like that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. But at the same time, I still believe that once you can get a perfect blend, like the way we got it right in 2013 when we went on to win the Nations Cup, there really is nothing is really impossible for us to achieve. With the crop of players I know we have, we can always go all the way and get it right. It's no problem for me.
I think opportunity needs to meet preparedness.
Yes, true.
Now, the lads, they had the opportunity, but they were not prepared. And it was not their own making. It was the making of those that sent them out to the wolves. Now, we had this kind of shambolic preparation. When we're going to Atlanta 96, the last home game, the dream team against the Togolese. Someone was just coming to the stadium with his friend.
Jonathan Akpobere,
that match
strolled to the thing and they said, Jonathan, are you around? Oh yeah. And it's at the national stadium.
Yes.
And they gave him a he just came to watch the match. My guys are playing, let me go and sit there. They said, Jonathan, come, we're share. They gave him a jersey.
We lost 1-3. We lost to the Togolese by
But do you know this? Do you know something about we playing Togo before going for tournament? Twice we played Togo before we went for a major tournament and we won that tournament. Togo was the last team we played before we went with 1985. Before the boys went to go and win that first World Cup. Before when we went to Atlanta, we also played Togo. All right, let's take Paul. Hello, Paul.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yes. I want to say something concerning the Copa America.
Yeah.
That goal that Messi scored is an excellent goal. Quite superb.
Superb.
Yeah, it's a very nice goal. And I think they can go home with this one this time. Argentina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Against Brazil, if they meet in the final, is it possible that the competition taking place in Brazil?
They can meet Brazil, but the performance of Messi, and he has never won the title before, isn't he?
Yeah. He has not.
Yes, he can go. If he can try hard, he can go ahead and win this one this time. It's a good one.
Okay.
Messi and Argentina, they can win this one.
They can win this one. Within touching distance.
Yes, they can try and win this one this time. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, but the pressure it should not be too much on Messi because the last time Argentina actually won this was 93, which was like about 13 years before Messi even came on scene. So it should not all be about Messi, it's about the nation. Yeah. What can they offer?
It's all about it's all about Messi. No. See, I agree with you that look, the nation Argentina need to win.
They need to win.
But okay, they need to win this for Messi. Are you getting it? So you know, to cement that is he's doing all he can. He was the MVP in the World Cup. Yeah. You understand? Without even the nation winning it.
If Ronaldo had not won the Euros, the pressure would not have been this 10 on Messi to win this.
Oh, that is exactly it. So because those are what the fans
Ronaldo won
and then
the Euros.
And contemporarily, if you don't talk about Messi, somebody will say Ronaldo. He's talking about when he was talking about free kick. He has not overtaken Ronaldo.
Yeah,
as outright.
It's both of them. You only have to look at the fact that they scored 10 goals at this tournament.
Yes,
Messi has been responsible for 8 of them.
Yes,
and he has scored 4 and
assisted
4.
Yeah,
and so it's literally about him. But at the same time, you have to understand that if your teammates do not come to the party, there really is nothing you can do. One man cannot run the show, no matter how talented you are.
And then also the god of soccer has to be on your side. You don't. Okay. Let's go to
Rivers.
Go.
Rivers. Go. How are you?
I'm fine. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Go on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just want to talk about England, the game they played yesterday.
Is the trophy coming home?
Honestly speaking, I don't want England to win any trophy in this life.
Why?
England to win anything.
You don't want them to win anything. Why? Did they offend you?
I'm really angry that England is going forward. I don't know how they are going forward. They should not go anywhere.
They had the National Football Center, which was set up a couple of years ago. So they've really put in so much, and they need to reap where they've sown.
Honestly, you know what? See, if you ask any Chelsea fan in this life,
yes,
if you ask any Chelsea fan in this world, they will tell you that they don't want England to go anywhere.
Listen, Mount is not a Chelsea fan. Go, you are a Chelsea fan.
Yes.
And Chelsea is in England.
Chelsea is in England, but they are the enemies. They are England's enemies. Even that final was played on an England soil. Sorry, Chelsea will have lost it. Thank God they took it to a neutral ground. Thank God. And we won it.
But the semi-final.
Then the semi-finals, they are coming back to Wembley. And final will be at Wembley too.
That's the problem. They don't want England to win this thing. And God of soccer will not allow England to win. Until they change from hating Chelsea.
Okay, but which country do you want to emerge as the champion of Europe?
Please, if you just go to Italy, I beg you.
You want Italy to win?
Yes.
All right.
To go home tomorrow or whenever they are playing their next game, they should go home, please.
Okay, go. Just calm down. Take a cup of coffee. I relax.
No, coffee will make him caffeine.
Okay, so
because he has so much.
He needs some orange juice. Let him calm down.
Really angry.
This is what we call beef.
But
Ken,
exactly.
We should not lose focus of what they've done over the years.
Exactly.
When Prince Williams declared open that play, I think that was like 2009 or so, and from then we had this. They took over. They took after the French. That was the same thing the French did when after the disasters of the 90s. They had
in fact, you remember, I'm trying to get this guy who was the director of the grassroots development. The youth of the youth. I'm trying to get he's one of the ex-internationals. He did come out. That was in when was that? There was this project that came out. They were saying they were studying the Spanish team. They were saying, from age 3, age 5, age 7, that, first of all, they train the coaches.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And you recall, because I was just having this flashback.
Yes.
Then in even Maryland then, when they even came up with this idea of goal post.
Exactly.
Now, look, when a boy refused to jump for a free kick, and they asked him why, I said, look, can I get to that level? So they said, okay, for this level, let's even have a customized goal.
All right, let's go to Enugu because we have Bernard. Hello, Bernard.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Bernard. How is Enugu?
Enugu is cool, as usual.
Is it raining? Is it raining there? It's raining in Lagos.
It's cool.
Ah. Okay. Let's hear you. Go on. No. Please, Bernard, please try and call back. Please. I know the lines will be a little bit jammed, but try and call back.
And you look at the average age of the English squad, and I think it's up to 25.
Yeah.
These guys are quite young and they're quite energetic.
Yes.
And apart from that, they're actually legit footballers. Unlike in times past, you come out and say, "Oh, the media is doing that." These people.
No, you could see from the under 20 world champions, the under 20 world champions.
Is Bernard calling back?
No, I think Bernard is back.
Yes, I'm back.
Okay.
All right, thank God. All right, Bernard. Okay.
Yeah, I enjoy your program.
Thank you.
Yeah. See, after watching this Messi penalty free kick, I think this is his time. It's now or never.
Okay.
Pertaining Nigeria and Mexico, I think it's a disgrace. We are supposed to be doing such.
Bernard, now we just pick the home base players in an emergency. Now they are like what I said, they were not well prepared.
It's not supposed to be.
Okay, I think we'll try to see if we can get the lineup. Because I know the Mexicans came with their A team.
They came with their team.
They came with their A team. While we came with our C team.
BF.
No, you can't even qualify the team.
D team.
Our D team.
No, because you don't even know, like the central defensive pairing. As at the last minute, nobody was sure of who was to play. They will tell you, okay, goalkeeper.
They were still inviting a goalkeeper, another player, and then with few minutes to the start of the match.
So, and you had Ora, which is rubbish, taxpayers' money, going there doing nothing. You had his assistant, who should use that to leverage on his coaching experience, was in South Africa. Iguavon, the visa issue, and from nowhere, a member of the technical committee, Paul Aigogun.
Assistant to assistant.
2 weeks to the match. Paul never had that faintest of idea
that was going to be in charge.
So
that was going to be in charge. Okay, that is the team.
Stanley Umanipo, Stanley Wambali for Lobby Stars was there. Well, he was our man of the match, despite chipping in 4 goals. John Nobu, you have Olisanda, Aqua United. Adekunle Adeleke, he was there. Abia Warriors, Tokwe Lushisi Rangers, Imo Obot, Eyimba, Table Franklin, Nasarawa United. Defenders, Oriyomi Mutala, Kwara United, Eyinaya Kazi, Rivers United.
Okay, I wish
Anthony Shimagari, Enugu Rangers, Sheyi.
Those are the subs.
Uche.
Okay, those are invited. The guys are invited, but we're trying to get this.
United.
So they would have gotten the starting 11. If we have gotten the list of the starting 11,
yes. Steve Jude, Kwara, Ibrahim Olawonyi Rangers, Charles Asimeni, Kwara United, Awalu, Ali Malam, Kano Pillars.
These are the best of the players that we have. You understand? And because these players were invited by Iguavon.
Subject to visa.
You understand? But Iguavon didn't go. Whether you like it or not, the players play what the coach wants. The coach invites players that want to play,
that had visa. No, you have people who had their passports expired.
Yes.
And they could not travel.
Of course. No, but I'm even saying about the bulk of the team. Forget even Iguavon himself couldn't even travel because of the visa issue. But then you hand it over to another coach. Maybe if I would have been the one that has to pick his own players, he would have picked them differently and prepared them differently. You are playing to his philosophy, his vision of the game, and then after preparing them for the year, another coach now went over there to go and say, okay, go and do a physical exercise and go to the pitch and stuff. So I mean, it was disjointed from the pitch. You understand? There was no general leading there. There was no perfect plan that said this is what we are.
For people who are having this kind of experience for the first time,
and then you just throw them to the wolves, like you said. I mean,
against Mexico.
This is not an experience.
Even with our best, we hardly beat the Mexicans. They are always coming out up against us with our very best.
It's Mexico we are talking about.
Our very best. Check our way to where with Mexico.
If we are having this kind of friendlies, we play African teams, or we play some Asian teams, or we play some maybe Moldova. Oh, you understand? You pick some teams that are there, so the boys will now go over there. You remember in 94, when West Ham was repelling the team, West Ham was playing third division teams. They were beating 6. He said, there is no need to go and play grade A friendly. Tunisia was playing grade A friendly. But what happened? You understand? So the thing is, you boost their confidence. You have their synergy, the understanding. You don't have to say, well, you would go and do this. No, the tournament is the tournament. Let them blend. Let them understand themselves, and then let them boost, motivate them with victories. But you can't do this. This is demoralizing. On you carry a player, a goalkeeper for the first time, and he chop it. In the local balance, he chop 4. So what does that translate to? But anyway, it's an experience. It come out stronger.
You'll come back stronger.
So can't beat him. They will demoralize you.
No, William Opa came back stronger. We felt Agbonne came back stronger.
It's an experience nonetheless, and I think they are professional. So the way you have to look at it, you have to take only the positives from it. And I think you can still go all the way.
All right, let's go back to tennis. We've just talked about the male, and then the female aspect. We're talking about Swatek Jabu. Jabu is the only African. I find this kind of ironic, because if you look at the Africans who are representing us at that level, Ons Jabu, I mean, she is the highest ranked African in the male. Kevin Anderson, and they are not blacks. I don't know. Can't we? Okay, let's come back. Let's go back to Enugu.
Bernard.
Okay, Bernard is calling back again. Okay, Bernard.
Yeah, I will do, sir.
Okay, 3 times lucky. All right, let's just hear from you.
Okay, I think that is the Mexico team playing with Nigeria, not Nigeria MPF.
The Mexico team, yes, there is they are the grade A team.
They did play with Nigeria MPF. They play with Nigeria. So I think it's hard time.
We agree. You are right. That is what we're saying. Whenever you put the name Nigeria there, you should be mindful that it's Nigeria that you are projecting.
Not MPF.
I agree.
So the coach should step aside, so that have somebody to come and handle Nigeria Super Eagles, not coaching a segment of people. A coach that will come and work. They are not in synergy with the ministry and NFF. So I think they should bring somebody that will come and work with the vote.
Who are they bringing? You are the one you have. You have not been able to pay them. So what do you do? You are owing. If you owe the coach, you've already breached part of his agreement. So he can do whatever he does. There is nothing you want to do. You don't have the moral right to say do this or do that, or why did you breach this? Because you have not also met your own part of the contract you signed. You don't owe a coach so much. So how many months, and then you don't pay them. So basically, that is why the coach is doing what he's doing. The coach will not sit down there. So, okay, let a home-based coach go. What sense does it make? On what basis? Because your assistant that is supposed to be there is supposed to learn from you. And the assistant is there doing his punditry. He's over the somewhere, and doing analysis. He's assistant coach. The coach sat down, his assistant is somewhere, you bring it together. So, I don't even understand why we went to play this friendly. On what basis, at what time we will do that?
There's a gap. There's a gap they need to fill. That there are a lot of gaps. That's why they can't bring us out and disgrace us. They're disgracing us because of the issues, not us. They're playing with Nigeria, not NFS, not Ministry of Sport.
Exactly.
They should make sure that as they're going up, they bring out the best. Why should they do that? Because of the problem they're having. So I think let the coach step aside. They bring somebody that will come and work.
Okay.
Somebody that they will pay. Let the coach don't have anything to offer again. Even if they give any, they don't have anything to offer.
But even if he's a Nigerian coach and they don't pay him, do you expect him to carry out his own part of the bargain?
No.
That is the issue.
No.
We can't call you. We see. Nobody say whatever it. I have nothing. Whatever. But if you employ a coach and you are owing the coach,
if you don't pay me now, I will not.
That is the issue. And then if you sack him when you are the one that breached the agreement, you know what you are going to pay in compensation. Thank you, Bernard. I want to go on another short break. Guys, we're going on a short break. When we come back, the conversation continues. Verstappen, 1, 2, 3 on pole. What is happening to Hamilton? Stay with us. Okay, you're welcome back. Let's go straight to the racetrack and see what is happening there. We thought after winning the 7th championship that this 8th one will be easy for for Hamilton. But
Yeah.
so Max Verstappen is saying no way.
Most especially when this one is like football coming home. This one is coming home, the Red Bull track. So,
Yes, back to Austria.
So that is their own fault, and he has gotten his third pole now. Something that was unheard for almost in the past.
But he has four. I think this is three poles in a row. And before then, he was already. I think
So in the past 5 years, this was unheard of. It has to be Hamilton or nobody.
Yes.
So his authority has really been challenged this season, and it's like the man has even given up for this season. The way this thing is going, because the last time he had to be docked, and he lost his position on the grid and was taken back. So
and that was Bottas. Valtteri
No,
Bottas.
that was doing Valtteri.
That Valtteri Bottas.
That was Valtteri.
But this is the first time since 2017 that Mercedes has not been on the front row. They are starting fourth. They are not the one, two, three. Hamilton is starting fourth, while Bottas is starting fifth. And what has it got to do with the car?
But
Did they think out too much with the car?
No, even as last year, it was not as if they had the best car, but
okay.
they had the better driver. So, and I think the way it's still going this season, the Mercedes team will still likely win the constructors title. They might not get the main thing, but for that they'll still get it this season.
The way these guys are doing it, it will be difficult to. Because Bottas is not coming to the party.
I thought he's not coming to the party, and that's what I was going to say. That
he's not coming to the party. Sergio Perez is even protecting Verstappen better than
Bottas is doing.
He was doing Hamilton.
But they will get it with their experience. They will get the construction. They might lose the main thing. But
he just signed a new 2-year contract.
A new 2-year contract.
That's talking about
Hamilton. He just put to paper.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's how the race is going to go today. He's starting fourth. But then he has to think about passing two Red Bull and McLaren, and it's not. But
I don't think it's not the first time we'll be seeing Hamilton coming back and doing the unthinkable.
Because yes,
on multiple locations, even when you think he's down and out, he just has the way of coming back. Probably after the midway through the season, you just see him stepping up and like Okwe probably going on to win the constructors championship. But he's Hamilton, easily the greatest to ever do it, at least on the tracks. If you are being honest, who says that he can't come still do it all the way for them?
Who says he can't do it? Okay, let's see the race on today. And Verstappen is already 18 points clear. Oh, whoa! How are you?
Oh, fine. I will come and collect my book from Mauritius from yesterday. I will still come,
Do you have a book?
Can you promise?
What are you saying?
Do you have a book?
You took my book to your house. I will report you to NFS.
Oh, don't worry. We'll give you your book. You have your book. Yourself, Oko, and Idris Adama, three of all of you have your book.
You are not talking as a Man U supporter. I like it.
Oh, the next time you call me that, I will make sure that when next you let me not say anything. Just go ahead. Kwara United lost to Dakar. You know.
Ken, this NFL. When you want to organize the final match was on ground already with Mexico, and let me let you know, it's a fraud. I will say that. I can say that because if you don't collect money from them, Mexico, this thing is very easy. You have a plan that they want to play NFL have a plan they want to play with Mexico.
Yeah.
You don't tell Nigeria, league, all those chairman on the league that we have a match, we want these people to play for us. That is a home-based player. You don't take the player each one by one, and you don't tell them. That's number one. Go and find out. Like a Copa United now, the chairman, they don't inform me that they want to take that two players there. The same thing with these people are still playing league. You took the player. Fine.
Exactly. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. Sometimes when you remove one player, it might affect the chemistry, the balance of the team. If that player is doing their best player.
They don't organize in NFL. I don't know what we can do. I want to appeal to Nigerians. Let us contribute at least 1,000 each to sack this coach. this German coach. Let's contribute to 1,000. Please, I'm begging people. We fans of the Super Eagles in Nigeria. I'm ready to organize it. I'm ready.
Well, you guys, why are you not there? What is my own inside? What have I got to do with it? Am I supposed to support your trade unionism? We'll get your book for you. Just calm down. We'll get your book for you. Quara United, we'll look at that. How they can bounce back.
Just give me my book. This NFL, we need to back them.
Drop your phone number with my team. Drop before you hang up. Drop your phone number.
Olape is my name.
You know your name, your phone number. Give them your phone number. All right, thank you. Thank you. He's talking about. You said what?
My own number is 082600.
No. Just give them the number. They will write your number down. They will write it down. Okay, give it to me. Give it to me. Call it.
No.
Okay, don't worry. They will collect your number. Thank you. That's the audacity to refuse. Asondolise promised them two copies of the book last week when he was here as our guest. And then we had the lady that normally comes from Abuja, who never knew that she was a housekeeper when the players were playing. And then she told us yesterday, last week Sunday. Yeah, so basically we have 3 books to give out. We'll still try and do that with other writers that has to do with football and sport. I think that we have Larry Zomoje's book. We have which other one again? So we'll bring them and give to you guys so you understand. I think I'll talk to Jamega who wrote on this thing, China Cheru. A lot of them has written on Nigerian sport so that we can look at those things. We need them. We need to understand where we are coming from and then know where we are headed to. So that is the thing. Let's go. It's 18 days to the Olympics now. But the biggest news is Shakari Richardson. You understand? She is, she was supposed to go over there and she's favorite for the gold. Yeah. And she tested positive for marijuana. And she has been banned for a month. She won't take, she might take part in the relay, but she won't take part in the 100 meters. Okay, that is the announcement. You can take that.
Okay, U.S. Anti-Doping Agency announced today that Shakari Richardson of Claremont, an athlete in the sport of track and field, has accepted a 1-month suspension as permitted under the applicable international rules for an anti-doping rule violation for testing positive for a substance of abuse. In this case, Richardson accepted a 1-month period of ineligibility that began on June 28, 2021, the date of her provisional suspension.
Okay.
Yeah, Richardson period of ineligibility was reduced to 1 month because her use of cannabis occurred out of competition and was unrelated to sport performance. And because she successfully completed the counseling program regarding her use of cannabis. And 1 month period of eligibility, the minimum allowed under the rules, is the same result as the other 2 substance of abuse cases that USADA has handled since the 2021 code took effect.
Okay, and then she had this to say.
Richard's competitive results obtained on June 19, 2021, including the Olympic qualifying results at the team trials, have been disqualified, and she forfeits any medals, points, and prizes. Beyond the 1-month sanction, athletes' eligibility for the Tokyo Games is determined by the USOPC and or the US track and field eligibility rules. That's USADA.
Now, then this is what she said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said to my fans, my family, the sponsorship, the haters, I greatly apologize if I let you guys down, and I did. I'm 21. I'm still very young. Unlike many, I have plenty of games left in me and plenty of talent to back me up. Everything I do comes from me naturally, no steroids or anything. This incident was about marijuana.
It was not about marijuana, but when you now get the facts, okay. All right, Osas, how are you?
Yeah, Mr. Ken, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Osas. How are you doing?
Oh, thank God, sir.
All right.
Make your guest. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much. You are doing a very good job. Each time, every Sunday, Father, I don't know how to say. You have to appreciate. All your efforts. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thanks, Osas. Thank you.
I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Last week, I did everything I could to keep in touch, but unfortunately the line wasn't going through.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you concerning because Ulysses was a guest last week.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you concerning the book that Ulysses
Audacity, yes, the audacity to
so I
refuse.
wanted to ask. Yes, because I was trying to reach you last week, but no problem. I don't know how to describe it. I couldn't. Get across. How can we get that book? Because like here in Italy, because that book, we have a lot in that book.
Yeah.
A lot. To learn in that book. So I don't know how to get that book.
I think you can get the book. You can get the book online. You can get the book online. Just what you do, just Google online. Because I know when I bought my own copy, whatever it is, and I'm able to get it somewhere is in Lagos here. But you can get the book online. They will deliver it to you, even in Europe. Yes. All right, Osas. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Secondly, with regard to the Europe championship.
You want Italy to win?
Yes, not because I live here. I tip Italy to win.
Okay.
Yes, because
Osas is natural.
Even if you are very careful of Denmark.
Yeah.
Because those Danish, players are dangerous.
Very,
You
very.
should be very careful. Otherwise, even if they have the home advantage, they can work it out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Osas.
Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. I'm grateful, sir.
Bless you.
Yes, sir.
Bless you. Okay.
Ken, I think for Rikasin, one is also be sympathetic towards her cause.
Yes.
She lost her mother.
She lost her
and
mother.
The news was broken to her
By a journalist.
while in camp.
Yes.
And I think having come through that experience myself, I don't falter. I think I need to do that.
And then
I
in
don't
Oregon
falter.
where she took this, it is illegal. It is legal. It is legal to take cannabis. Yes, it is legal.
Yeah.
It was out of competition, but it is legal. It is not as if whatever I take, but it's
But I
just
think
it's a recreational drug.
She had already met her time for qualifier, but
Yes.
she gave up on the Olympic dream because of her emotional state.
And it-
I saw a tweet where someone said, okay, I think now she would have proper time to grieve, and what she's going through, like a person, what I can actually relate to, and she acted out of emotions. But then again, I like her mentality. She said she might not be able to go on to win, to compete, but she will make sure she comes back next year as a world champion. And I think that's the stuff champions are made of. Yes, what she's going through is quite a lot, but we sympathize with her, and we can only hope for the best.
Okay, we are rounding up. I thought we would have just seen the league table and see how Aqua United are up there. Okay, that's the league table.
Aqua United 56 points, Nasarawa United 52, Kano Pillars 52, Rivers United 51, Eyimba a game and 50, Kwara United 49, Rangers 49, Lobby Stars 46, Plateau 43, Dakada 43.
All right,
Ifeanyi 31, Sunshine Stars on paid 30, Warri Wolves 28.
Warri Wolves want to collect a point from him, but
Sunshine Stars on paid.
Sunshine Stars. Okay. Let's see what is going to happen there. But that is it, gentlemen. That is for this week.
Well, Messi for the Copa America.
Messi for Copa America. It will be not with this. We still be on Sunday. Because it will be up. Okay.
Yeah, let's start putting it in the air.
Okay.
If you support Arsenal, support Adamawa United.
I don't think. Well, that is. I will ask him why. I'm Kenneth Chenago. Have a blessed Sunday.